What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another Market Watch. Your boy is still sick, but don't worry. We are going over Market Watch. I'll probably run through some stuff today, but I am feeling much better than I was a few days ago, or just even yesterday. And we even got confirmation yesterday about the upcoming Banlist that comes out tomorrow, the last day of August. I don't know why they couldn't actually clarify that with us instead of saying it's going to come out the end of August. They should have just said the last day of August. It would have been a nice little bit better communication in that point, but they didn't. But we did get confirmation from Konami yesterday on the live stream where, of all people, Zane was the mystery nocturne duelist there, so that's pretty cool. But let's get moving forward with the Market Watch. First up on the docket is Millennium AK. We have Millennium AK because we have 11 listings left, everybody. Very crazy. This one's getting bought out, as we can see here on the charts. Look at this one being bought out these past few days. Now, I don't know what's the buyout or for the reason. I know a lot of people are starting to move towards different decks, trying it out and seeing if it'll work, especially with upcoming bans, as we talked about. Banlist coming out tomorrow. People are gravitating towards different decks that might be, more viable, possibly. And maybe the Millennium deck is something that they're kind of considering, right? The Exodia deck. Now, obviously, $30 right now is pretty much the buying point of this card. But once these cards get sold out, I always say it, you create the market. Now, with that being said, if you put a card up for a certain price and it gets bought out, let's say at that $50 price point, right? Because that's the gap right now, that $30 to $50 price point. If it gets bought out to this point and then someone buys the $50 card and then you see more people starting to buy it, then you create that market that this card is now $50. Is it $50? Probably not, but when you do stuff like that, you create the market to be that way. So, if that happens, this card will be a money item now. So if you have it in your collection, possibly maybe keep it a little longer. It could actually be working in your favor. However, if you're looking to pick it up, now might be the time to pick it up actually, because it might raise in price. And certain cards that raise in price take longer to technically drop back down in price, so just be aware of that as well. It might take a little longer if you are considering picking this one up and then you wait too long and you have to pay the $50, which is a $20 difference right now. So be aware of all those things. But yeah, we have 11 listings left of Millennium AK. Moving forward, we have LOB boxes. Now in late July, early August, this box was about $125, and I covered it on Market Watch. I said, everybody, listen, pick this one up. It's a good sealed product. Yes, it's a reprint box, but it's still LOB nonetheless. And pick up the other boxes, right? The other reprintable boxes. Yeah, that is why, everybody, it's at $150 now, and there's no surprise as to why it's $150. It was already $150 a few weeks ago, and it declined just a little bit. You should have picked it up while it was on the little decline, because now it's going back up, and I expect this one to be around $200 by next year or even more. It's just one of those boxes that, it was a given it was going to go up. All these boxes, Metal Raiders has gone up. It was at, I think, $60 for the longest time. Now it's closer to $80. This one was like 50s. Like, these were like 50, 55s, and now they're all above 60. So you might have missed out, but maybe not missed out too much, because you could still buy these for a decent price. Maybe not Metal Raiders or LOB anymore, but for the same time, you could still see profits in your favor nonetheless. It just won't see as much profit if you didn't buy it early enough. But it's still a worthwhile investment, if you ask me. Now, going over Retrop Pack, things have continued to go down. However, the sealed product is going up, and we'll cover why the sealed product is actually going up now. So keep in mind, everybody, the hollows in the set are very easy to pull. You have pretty much Red Eyes at 11, Dark Magician at 10, Exodia around the 10 mark. So these cards look beautiful, right? Old classic feel, the frame, everything like that, but they are very easy to pull. The secret is not so much, but at the same time, easier in a sense, right? Now, if you got lucky and you're able to get a box from your OTS store, because yes, they are real. I did get myself a box. It's a 24-pack box. Then you're making out pretty good. I heard that you can get 2 secrets from a box and then a bunch of supers and ultras. So just be aware of that. If you do get a box and you do want to crack it open, I don't recommend it. I actually recommend you keep it sealed. But if you want to open it, those are kind of the ratios. 2 secrets and then the hollows of the supers and ultras are all mixed up in there. So good luck if you do want to open it. But again, my recommendation is to keep it sealed. But then again, everything in this set is very cheap. So I recommend picking up stuff in the TCG player market for, the single cards instead of doing all that nonsense. But if you want to open it for fun, I get that as well. But just be smart about how you're going about it. Now, Dragon Master Magia. I wanted to cover this because, well, everybody, yeah, we are at that point, everybody. We're getting to that point, the $900 point. $850, once I get sold out, we are looking very close to that $900 point, and it's looking like it might touch there. So we'll see what happens. I've said it, and I said it again. This is not a $900 card, but it's your choice to make it a $900 card, and it seems as though the market and people are buying to make it that point. So we'll see what happens moving forward. I do expect this one to actually get there at this point, because I do see people, you know, getting into the hype, or some people just risking it all just to make the market what they want it to be. So just be aware of that as well. You know, certain people are going to buy into it just to create their own market of what this card is in terms of price tag. Very low listings, you know, not many of this card out there, so people are also not willing to sell as well. So that will drive up the market as well and the price of this card. So just be aware of all those things moving forward as well. And Earthbound Prison Stone Sweeper. I wanted to cover this card, but this card was around $6-7 for one point, and now it's gone down to about $2. So if you've been looking to pick it up, now might be the time as well. Now, Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel is getting a reprint in the newest tints coming out. I would drop the secret rare copies of Cyberstorm Access, because I have a feeling this one will be a QCR, if not already you know, announced as a prismatic secret rare. But this one does not have a Starlight, it doesn't have a QCR, it has an ultimate rare, but it could technically be a QCR. So just be aware of that. Unless I'm mistaken, this does have a QCR, but I do not believe this one has a QCR. Let's just double check real quick, everybody. Yeah, doesn't have a QCR. It has an ultimate rare and a secret rare. So, you know, just be aware of that. This could be a QCR in the upcoming tins. And then unless I am mistaken, this one already got announced as a prismatic secret rare, but I don't believe it did. So be aware of that. Fiber jar. Talking about the ban list, everybody. We have to look at certain cards that could possibly be off the ban list. Now, I'm not saying this one is confirmed to be off the ban list. I'm not saying that. People do not start coming after me. But people have started talking about certain cards that could come off the ban list, and people have been mentioning Fiber Jar a lot. So I just wanted to cover it and see what your thoughts, your opinions on it, and if you think it would come off the ban list. Now, it's something just to pick up. It's a cheap copy. I would always have cheap copies of stuff that is banned on the ban list in my binder, just because you just never know, and ends up just, you know, going bonkers in price afterwards as well. So just be aware of those things. Heavy Storm as well has been very highly speculative to come off the ban list as well. If I were you, I would definitely pick up the Hobby League copy. They look absolutely fantastic. As an OG player myself, those are just very beautiful. I chef's kiss, everybody. So I recommend picking up that copy if I were you. But there are also other great copies as well. Don't get mistaken, Metal Raiders Gold Series, you know, there's even the Legendary Collection Joey's World one and the Yugi's World one. So, you know, they have other good copies. It's just the Hobby League is so different and unique that it actually tends to like stick out a little bit more. And then also that grass looks greener. This one has been, wow, I mean, like literally bonkers in price, everybody. So if you are looking to pick up this one, I mean, maybe now is the time. People have been talking about this one possibly coming off the ban list tomorrow as well. So just be aware of all those things. You know, giving maybe Lightsworns a little pick-me-up as well. A little support card for that deck and other decks as well. So, you know, just be aware of certain things maybe coming off the ban list, and maybe time to pick it up before it's too late, everybody. I'm going to be honest with you. Mystic Mine has been another conversation to have. People are wondering if this is going to be limited to one. Who knows? At this point, it's a cheap copy. I would just pick it up. It possibly won't come off the ban list, but again, for cheap copies of certain things, I always recommend if it's on the ban list and if it's cheap, buy it for now, because when it does come off eventually, it'll be worth it in your favor. And then Giant Trunade as well. Listen, there's a lot of Spell Trap cards that are overtaking the game at this point, and I could see Giant Trunade coming off. It would be a nice little refresh to see this one come off. And there's a lot of copies of Giant Trunade as well. So, you know, you have your options, and it probably won't raise that much in price, but at the same time, it also hasn't been something that has been reprinted except for the Spell Ruler, you know, the reprintable box that just came out. So, you know, there's multiple copies of that one, but for the most part, it is a harder copy to get and may actually go up in price as well, but, you know, not that much either. But I would pick it up while you can as well. MX SaberInvoker, I actually had some people message me about this saying, hey, why not MX SaberInvoker? And actually, you know, there's even more disgusting cards in the game right now that I don't see why this card can actually come back in the game. So we'll see what happens. It's actually a really cool card as well. So we'll see if, Konami makes the decision to bring this off the ban list in the upcoming future, or if this one is their ban list, they decide to bring this one off. But I don't think it's this ban list, probably an upcoming one later down the line. Okay, Bearwalker. I wanted to cover this because, well, tomorrow the skateboards come out and they're gonna be very exclusive, very rare to get, and they look really awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now they are at your Zoomies or Zoomez or however you want to say or call that store. They'll have like a little promotion going on from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You could have a chance to win a $200 gift card from them, and there's certain stores around the country that are doing this little event in Alabama, Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Michigan, Montana, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma, Puerto Rico, Tennessee, oh my god, Tennessee, Texas, and Wisconsin. So if you are in those states and have Zoomies in your store, congrats, because you may be able to actually get a little $200 gift card in your favor. And they're also selling the skateboards obviously as well, so be aware of that as well. And again, certain Zoomy stores were actually able to get certain limited edition boards. So every single I think not Zoomies, I was clicked on the wrong thing, but it's basically Bearwalker put them in different areas. So one was put in San Diego Comic-Con, one was put in like a Zoomy store, I think one was put on online and stuff like that. So you got to just be a lucky winner to win one of the very secret rare Millennium boards, and they're going for a lot right now. I think I saw on eBay like $2,000, so that's pretty crazy. And I also wanted to cover the Retrop Pack sealed mini boxes because they're basically bought out everywhere. If you haven't gotten it from your store yet, it's probably sold out at this point and is almost going to be impossible to get online, as well as being bought out on Walmart, on Target, on Best Buy. So if you didn't get it, it's real tough, because now you're gonna have to pay the GameStop ridiculous upcharge price now at $25. There are other sites, so if GameStop does sell out and you aren't able to get it from GameStop, then you can get it from obviously TCG Player, which is also pretty limited as well, 24 listings as well. I mean, yes, the quantities are available here as well, but those will sell out fast because people do enjoy opening them and enjoy actually having them in their collection. And then you also have Toy Wiz that has a few at $29 for a little cheaper as well. So just be aware of all those things. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed Market Watch today. If you have any questions, leave down below. Any cards that I missed or should cover, leave down below as well. But from your truly Sparkman, please subscribe and comment, and peace out, YouTube.